Singapore's average life expectancy has skyrocketed almost 20 years, and Singaporeans have about 10 more healthy years of life expectancy and far lower rates of chronic disease than the US. The number of centenarians on the island has more than doubled in the past decade, from 700 to 1,500. The exponential increase in life expectancy of Singaporeans can be attributed to policies and programs enacted by the Singaporean government in three main areas: nutrition, physical activity, and mental health. Nutrition. Singapore has a wide range of programs that encourage healthier eating. The Healthier Dining Program, or HDP, started in 2014. Since then, the program has increased the availability and accessibility of healthier food and drink options in Singapore by over 10 times. HDP actively helped food establishment operators grow their businesses by assisting them in incorporating healthier options on their menus. Food and beverage operators in Singapore can apply to become HDP partners, where grants are available to help their businesses promote healthier eating among Singaporeans. Singapore also has the Eat, Drink, Shop Healthy Challenge to nudge consumers to make healthier choices when purchasing meals, drinks, or grocery products. 79% of Singaporeans are now actively making dietary choices to help prevent health conditions. 74% are now willing to pay more for foods that promote health benefits. Physical activity. Singapore has a multitude of programs geared towards increasing the physical activities of its residents. For instance, it has the National Steps Challenge, which primarily promotes stepping activities, such as walking and running, as well as other moderate to vigorous physical activities. This program rewards Singaporeans for staying active daily. People simply clock steps and moderate to vigorous physical activity minutes to earn rewards. In Singapore's Tampines town, there was a pilot program called Health Up for people aged 40 years old and above. Health Up offered customized health screening recommendations, personalized advice on eligibility for screening subsidies, and recommendations of programs in which the person can participate in. Programs that were recommended were heavily subsidized and cost very little. Singapore also has active health labs that conducts fitness and health assessments, workshops, and structured programs for targeted demographics. The assessments are free. Discovery Walk in the Park is a program where coaches conduct guided walks for residents in public parks that incorporate health tips, as well as short exercises at various stations. This is an opportunity for residents to keep fit while bonding with other nature enthusiasts. Most of Singapore's parks are easily accessible and open 24/7. Most parks have well-maintained paths and trails perfect for walking, jogging, or running. What is unique about Singaporean parks is that many of them also have outdoor fitness equipment, such as stationary bikes, pull-up and dip bars, benches for abs exercises, and monkey bars that people can use for free. Lastly, Singapore has a very good public transport system. At the same time, car ownership is insanely expensive in Singapore. As an example, a typical Honda Civic, which should cost roughly 26,000 Singaporean dollars, would end up costing an owner 176,000 Singaporean dollars. This was a deliberate move to nudge Singaporeans to use public transportation, the goal being more physical activity and an increase in communal relationships with other residents of the country. Basically, Singapore makes it really easy and even normal for people to want to engage in healthy physical activity, and makes it really hard for you to be lazy. Mental health. The Singaporean government places a high level of importance on mental health, particularly in their elderly. They have various initiatives and programs to help people stay mentally healthy as they age. For instance, mood and dementia screenings are conducted across Singapore as part of the Community Network for Seniors initiative. Singapore has Mindline.sg, where there is a mental health self-assessment tool which provides recommended actions based on assessed levels of stress and anxiety. Individuals are also able to chat with Wiser, an emotionally intelligent AI chatbot, and access a wide range of self-management and cognitive behavioral therapy exercises on the platform. The Maintenance of Parents Act allows Singapore residents aged 60 years and above who are unable to provide for themselves to claim maintenance from their children who are capable of supporting them, but are not doing so. This eases the financial burdens that plague a lot of elderly people who may be unable to work anymore. There is a tax break called Parent Relief, which lets Singaporeans claim tax relief if they have supported their parents, as well as their grandparents or parents-in-law and grandparents-in-law in the previous year. Singapore also has the Kampung spirit, which refers to a sense of community and solidarity. Kampungs refer to villages in the past where there was a strong sense of communal living. Life in a kampung was mostly harmonious, and it was not uncommon for people to readily offer their neighbors food, help, and support. In Singapore, one of the first things you will notice is an emphasis on communal space. The Housing and Development Board of Singapore has designed a variety of communal spaces and facilities in all towns. From seeking respite at the pavilions to exercising at the fitness corners and communal gardening at rooftop gardens, these spaces encourage community interaction and bonding. Residents are also encouraged to participate in building communal spaces. For instance, in 2017, under the pilot Build a Playground project, over 1,800 residents in the town of Canberra gathered to conceptualize, design, and assemble the first community-built playground in Singapore. All these programs and initiatives combine to produce a mentally healthier Singaporean. Takeaways: government intervention to the degree they have in Singapore is not a feasible option in the West. However, we do not have to wait for the government to do anything to increase our health and longevity. A lot of factors for longevity are actually in our own hands. We just have to make those choices. For instance, we can consciously make better choices when it comes to the food we put in our bodies. If we, for example, just cut out 80% of processed foods from our diet, then cook and eat at home as much as possible, just those two things will already add years to our lives. We can make physical activities a bigger part of our lives. We can incorporate 15-minute after dinner walks into our daily routine. We can bike instead of drive to the store if it is nearby. We can take the stairs as opposed to the elevator when in a building. Those little things add up. We can definitely choose to join communities where we have fun and have healthy interaction with fellow human beings. We can volunteer at community events. We can sign up to join low-cost programs at the neighborhood recreation center. If we really wanted to, the choices are endless. We can absolutely tilt the odds in our favor when it comes to health and longevity.